What's good, guys? Welcome back. It's Apex Proto here. I hope you're all doing well. So today we've got some more weekly race footage, and I think we've got some really good racing in coming up in these races. So I'd say just kick back and enjoy. We're driving the Porsche Cayman Group 4. I think it's the first time in this car for the channel. Most of the grids using the Megane, but there are a few Caymans in there as well. This is my first race of the format, and I didn't know at the time, but the Meganes can run quite a competitive no-stop, so I think the guys in front here will be going for a no-stop strategy. So bear that in mind now you're watching this back. I didn't know that at the time, of course, so I was just going for the sort of default one-stop pit at half race distance. I did kind of start to suspect it a little bit further into the race. Anyway, I watched P1 here, just completely parks it on the apex. Both me and the Hungarian and P2 make contact. I get some orange SR there for that. A little bit of a shame, so I've backed off here, so I'm not sure what's going on. I don't want to get any penalties, I don't want to make any more contacts, but also a long race, fuel saving is always a factor. But that's when the Lamborghini behind's pretty close in the mirror now. Not too concerned though, got pretty good pace here. We qualified with a 204. The fast guys are doing 203s, but not too bad. Got good race pace. So we're hassling the two Meganes here, and yeah, I think it's pretty obvious that their fuel saving. Yeah, and gives us a bit of a side swipe there. I'm not sure he knew we were there, perhaps. Don't think he did anything malicious. Yeah, we dive through and take the lead. Megane's pretty close in the mirror. It's pretty good through that last sector of the Megane trophy. It's good through this corner as well. It's just got a lot more grip. Anyway, you can see we're pulling away now. Pretty much stays like this until we pit at the end of the first stint. And of course those guys don't pit. So I think when we come out of the pits, we come out around 6th or 5th, finish the race 3rd or 4th, I can't quite remember. But we're not going to watch it because not too much happens, like I say, apart from the opening lap or so. Much more interesting stuff to come. So I did 3 races today, all 3 here at Maggiore. Did a few the other day, race A's, so that's the Lancia Delta, isn't it? At the Red Bull Ring Short. Really quite a nice little combination, car track combination, quite nice. Top 10 are all cheating there. I've got a little video of us knocking together about that. I'll show you guys at some time, but I didn't really have. I mean, I got a few wins, but in terms of good racing, not really much to write home about. Anyway, let's move on to the next one.
Another one.
Cheers, DJ Callis. So yeah, here we are, another one. Same lap time, this time starting P5. Yep, 5th on the grid. Might recognise the driver in front. Similar drivers, pretty strong races. These quite evenly matched grids. I'm not seeing any D ranks or D or C or B ranks. Pretty much all A's. As we get some absolute chaos here in that one. I don't know what is this. It's absolute carnage in that one. Alright, so check. Oh, big hit from the yellow Megane there. Thanks, buddy. Now keep an eye on that yellow Megane. Now here, watch what happens here. We're down the inside. He knows we're down the inside, and he's on the outside. He's on the outside, but now he comes to the inside, and I'm already kind of committed. So I think he might feel like I've barged him out of the way there, but in reality, I've just stayed on the inside line that I signposted about half a mile back that I was going to be on. He knew I was on it. He came off his outside line to try and take the inside line, and I couldn't really adjust to that at that point. I was already sort of committed. So one of them, he'll give me a little flash I think at the end of the lap just to show me he wasn't happy about it. But you know, you need to have good spatial awareness when you're racing, and you need to understand that if a car's tight on the inside, committed to an inside line, that you know he's going to still be wanting to be on that inside line come a few yards further down the road. Anyway, we're right behind this Lambo here. We'll grab a short shift though. Don't want to pressure the Brit too much, plus more to the point, I don't want to go into the back of him. Now, I did that a lot. I took a little bit too much on the inside curb there, or I just didn't quite have the car angled correctly when I did it. So there's a lot of time there because I kept catching that curve and it was putting me a bit too wide through the next phase. So I know I'm not too good there. Check the fuel again. No, pretty sure the no stop's still not really looking on the cards as much as you want it to be. Really, really nice handling car, the Porsche Cayman. Would much rather drive this than the Megane Trophy. I kind of feel like I've outgrown front wheel drive a little bit now. I still really, don't get me wrong, I really like front wheel drive cars. I'm not one of those sort of snobby, oh, it's got to be rear wheel drive. Nah, I trust me, I appreciate a good front wheel drive chassis. I've had several of them, you know. EK9 Civics, 106 GTRs, Renault Clio 182s. I loved all of them. I mean, I've got a 350Z now. My Renault Clio 182, easy. Could easily keep up with the 350 in a straight line, let alone the corners, and it uses less fuel. Anyway, we got a little nudge there from the car behind, which, well, a little nudge to our rear quarter, which sadly just pitched the Cayman into a little bit of a slide, and I think it ended up, my slide ended up taking him off the track. We got a penalty for it, a bit of negative SR. I felt a bit bad for him. It was a pretty innocuous tap from him, nothing malicious, but it just meant that, yeah, I just got a little bit of a slide on. This one, however, was all me. Race is unravelling a little bit here. I need to just concentrate again. I should mention I had two friends around at the time as well, so they're all chatting away in the living room. I'm chatting to them a little bit as well at the same time, so I'm not really racing in optimal conditions, but I have a good time. I'm all about the racing here. We're all about the racing on this channel. That's why I like karting so much, just because it's just constant. In fact, before I started doing these races, I was putting together a little karting video from some replays that I've got. But I know you guys are more interested in the cars, and I get that, so I figured I'd hop in and see what we could get. And yeah, actually, I had quite a good time doing these races. I think I just quite like the Cayman, you know. Now that we need to start thinking about manufacturer again. I'm not going to pick Ferrari again. Tempted by Porsche. I know it's quite an obvious choice. I think the shortlist for me would be Porsche, Ford, Chevrolet. But out of those, Ford would be the bottom of the list. I think Porsche, between Porsche and Chevy, would be quite close. I'm sure Porsche would be the better choice, arguably. Yeah, I think for me, because I'm not the fastest driver, I think Porsche could be a good choice for me. Nissan, of course. Lots of people have chosen Nissan already. Obviously, there would be less Nissan drivers, I suppose, the next upcoming season. But I don't know. I'm leaning towards Porsche at the moment, I think, guys. This is PT in front of us. Was on the top 10 board. He's obviously going for a no stop though, or trying to, in the Cayman. I think he will beat us because of the penalty that I got. But yeah, I don't know if a no stop's really going to work for the Porsche, because actually I'm saying that now. We're faster than him here, but obviously I can't quite remember if we caught him up again. I think we did. I think I showed quite a lot of this race, so we'll see. If we get past the into the second stint, we'll see where we are on track. I think he might have finished behind us. I'm not sure the no stops too good in the Porsche, or it could be I just haven't really practiced. If you drive that way from the start, it might not be too bad. But you need to have an uncompromised race, I'd say, to make a no stop work. You need to have the clear track and just be able to do your own race. You can plan a no stop and do all the practice and stuff, but as soon as you get in a race and stuff unfolds, it can mess it up. Up into fourth now. Got some good pace at the moment. So just cut to the start of our second stint. So same race here. PT's in second at the moment, so actually I think his no stop might be looking alright. I'm not sure we're going to catch that up. We'll be slow towards the end of the stint though. I see, this is the thing, because I've done 3 races, they all kind of blend together. I do remember doing a race where I caught him towards the end of the race. I just can't remember if it was this one or not. Backing off here, just because I'm in the slipstream, but also I've got that big 5-second penalty, so I did manage to tick a little bit of it off there, and we still got the slipstream here, so didn't really lose too much there. Although I've got plenty of fuel now, more than I need in fact, so I don't really need to be going this slowly. I need to get past this guy, but then again, it's it's not really the best place to try and get through. Much better just to get past here. I go easy on the brakes because I'm on the inside. He goes way deep on the brakes. Looks like he wouldn't have left me in the room if I was there. Now we've got the Lambo around the outside, and we're going to go 3 wide through here. Fastest part of the track. Lambo's still there, leaving the room, he just backs out of it. We all leave each other room. Good racing here, I'd say. Really good racing, I really enjoyed this. He's still on the outside, look, I leave him with room. It's a brave place to put your car, I'd say, from him on the outside there. I question whether the roles reversed, whether he would have left me the room, but you never know, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. So here we go, look, towards the end of the stint, this is PT even. Still in second, so good drive from him, good race. Gonna put the pressure on this black Megane though. Last lap, loads of fuel. Let's have it. Yeah, it was this race. Look, zzz, PT, here he is. Look, we're both catching him. So it was this race. So the no stop I think is definitely better in the Megane, but I don't want to drive the Megane. So I don't know if we're going to be winning this race, doing a one stop in the Porsche, but we'll have some good racing in the process. So we'll give him a little bump draft, just because we caught him at the wrong time there, but I didn't want to get past him and lose the slipstream. So better give him a little bump draft, keep the slipstream, and then get past him down the straight. Control the brakes there. Good exit out. Now can we get Zzz PT? We should have the pace. He's not stopped, remember. But I've got a penalty to serve, so there's no point, you know, doing anything silly trying to get past him. That's what I mean about that curve there. You see how it just sort of pushes the car wide, and I nearly end up going too wide through the second phase of it. So there we go. Serve a penalty as well, just as we cross the line.
Another one.
You lucky people, here we go, race number 3. Same format, starting 6th this time. A few more Caymans in this race, it looks like. Got some familiar names in front as well, an Alpha there as well. It's a brave choice. A little bit of contact there between Alpha and Cayman. Cayman on Alpha contact. We're going to try and capitalise. Since the Cayman in front pried the door open through turn 4, we're going to try and stay on the inside through turn 5. I think the Alpha lost it on the outside there. I'm not really too sure what happened. Got that black Megane again from the last race. Compromised our turn in there because we were tighter than we'd like to be, so it means we're going to be compromised all the way through here. So we're losing time on the main pack, which is less than optimal, but we'll see if we can make it back. And like I say, this is where the Porsche is strong down the straight. Well, relative to the Megane anyway. I mean, it's a handling car, but yeah, relative to the Megane, it's fast down the straight. Can you guys tell me, has the Porsche been buffed recently? I don't remember it always being this good. I remember it always being really nice to drive. But I don't remember it being so competitive, just because it's very long geared, isn't it? It's got 6 gears, but you're barely out of 4th, even on a track like this, so it's very long in the tooth. And I remember that being a main reason why, certainly I didn't use it much when I first got the game. Has it been buffed, or is it just that, I don't know, maybe a few things have been nerfed and suddenly it's come back into the fore? You guys let me know if you know. But certainly I'm enjoying driving it, and it doesn't, well, I don't know, I'm saying it doesn't seem too slow, but it's hard to compare it against trophies, isn't it, because they're pretty slow on the straights. Yeah, I suppose you wouldn't drive it at Monza, would you? Good track for it though, you know, the long corners suit it well. It's a nice car to drive. Very nice balance. So it's getting busy in front. Look at that, little cheeky. We saw this from this guy earlier, didn't we? Just sort of quite, I don't know, strange sort of defensive movements, I'd say. mean, and again, I pull out early there, and then he comes across and covers it. So he's already defended the inside, now he's back to the outside, now he's back to the... Right behind is Mamoni now. Is Mamoni. Is Mamoni. I don't know. Something like that. Have a look up the inside, but he had a little side. I wasn't too sure where he was going, so I decided to just err on the side of caution and just back out of it there. Live to race another day. Oh, that'll be a penalty, I think. Not quite nice there. Not quite on the apex, but quite nice. You can see the thought was there. It's the thought that counts. Nice there, though. Just keep the foot all the way through here. Grab fourth gear. It is a great track, Maggiore. Either side. Leave him room because I know he's got to come back on the track. A lot of people would be dickheads there and just park the car on the outside. It's just, there's no need for it. I mean, yes, you can, but it's I don't know. Up into third though, but like I said, I think those guys are no stopping, so this won't really wash out until after the pit stop cycle. Rinse, hold. Mistake there. Like I said, I've still got friends around, remember, so still sort of chatting away to them. Getting better through there. never really nailing that corner. Very wide here. Now I need to pit here, so just had to lift and let those guys through. I don't know why I was going this so hot considering I needed to pit, but I think it was because I could see them closing. I didn't want them getting close enough to be inside when I needed to pit, so I thought if I try and just nail the last corner, there'll be enough of a gap, but obviously that didn't work. Anyway, we're out now behind another Lambo. Don't want to get held up too badly on me like that. There again. Your textbook. Inside overtake. Alright, so we'll just skip a little bit later into the race. Let's bring this one home. Wide there, yep. Let's see what we can do for a final lap and a half. I think he's trying a no-stop as well. He started ahead of us at the race. Yeah, I just don't think the no-stop is going to be that viable in the Cayman. I might be wrong. Like I said, I haven't researched it or done much. I was going to say race simulations, but we're playing a simulator. So would you call it a simulator? Whatever, you know what I mean. Race runs to get the picture for the fuel and saving and stuff you need, but I think the car, if you're going to do a no-stop, do it in the Megane, I'd say. I think that's better on fuel. But if you just want to have fun in the race, I can't recommend the Cayman enough. Really, really, really good car. The offshore Porsche. So, final lap. Can we steal 6th? Or actually, we probably can't. Well, we definitely can't really with the penalty, but can we get 6th on track and then give it back again? Once all the penalties come out in the wash. I have to say, it's not looking likely at the moment. It really seems to be closing in on this guy. Yeah, a bit wide there again. Yep, it's almost exactly the same as the last lap, it looks like. Obviously just losing the front tyres a bit, and I'm not adjusting enough in the race. I'm still trying to do that corner how I was trying to do it in practice. Whereas, you know, I've got less front tyre tread, so it's not going to happen. Although I've got less fuel as well, so Probably not that. Probably just me being rubbish. Yeah, it's not looking like we're going to get this guy. But good nights, well, good afternoons racing. And this is what sport mode is all about, I'd say. You know, pretty competitive grids, good racing for the most part, and yeah, you can't ask for more than that really. And it's taken no effort from me. I've not had to sign up to any leagues. I've not had to, you know, do much. I just turn the console on, bang some laps, and then off we go. So when it works, you know. Honestly, I think a lot of the problem is you just got to pick the right races. Because I was doing a few race A's, as I sort of mentioned earlier, I think in the video, unless I cut out that audio, I can't remember now. But it's in the Lancia Delta Red Bull short track, and those were pretty naff. I do remember saying this, yeah, lots of wins, but the grids were just was like the odd A and the odd A plus whatever driver, but most of the grid was like DS, and it's just not a good race for anyone when it's like that. So I think a lot of it's picking the right races. If you pick a race that's popular, for the most part you'll get pretty good matchmaking and good grids, and you should have some good races. So yeah, I think things are looking good. Things are looking good. Had some good fun today. Alright guys, so I think that'll wrap it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Some good racing, I hope you agree. Please drop a like if you enjoyed the video, guys. You're welcome to leave a dislike as well if you didn't enjoy it. I welcome you to do that. You know, I want to know if you guys are liking it or not liking it. And subscribe if you're not already. And I'll see you all very soon in the next one. Alright, thank you guys. Take it easy. Bye.